Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Right, we're just gonna go on to wait. We'll try this mic. Okay. So I have decided to stream a little Rimworld before the new DLC comes out. My intentions are to do a pretty peaceful playthrough because I just need to find a game to chill out at the moment. Rimworld's always been like my go-to game, so we are going to do an actual peaceful playthrough. We'll do commitment mode though. If anything goes wrong, then it goes wrong. I'm gonna do 50% globe coverage, turn the pollution down, infested area down, mountains. Oh no, we'll leave mountains as is. But yeah, the idea of this playthrough is I want to do like a little farm. I'm just gonna have a single farmer with his robots for a while, and then hopefully eventually he will make friends and will expand into a farm shop, maybe some cattle as well. I don't even know how easily you can find my streams on YouTube, so this might just go into the void, but if it does, then so be it. We're okay with that. Let's have a look. View your channel. Just say I'm live on my channel, but yeah. Need to come up with a better thumbnail for it at some point. Can't tell if the audio is any good either because I have just recently got some new settings that I'm trying, so it sounds fine. It sounds fine. Right, okay, so we need to find a nice area for a farm. I don't want... That's a really cool layout, but that's not what I'm going for. We want like... This is tropical rainforest. I feel like we want some hills in there. We need to be able to mine for resources too. This isn't bad. Let's check some of these up by the road, because roads are really good for if we are wanting people to visit. I think I could be wrong. I don't know if it works like that. Maybe we do this junction here. Tropical rainforest. It stays reasonably warm. We can grow all year round. Do I want that? I don't know if I want to be able to grow all year round. I like the idea of having to like work out ways to... I don't want it to be too easy, if that makes sense. It's up here. This is where it's cold, right? Yeah. Is there any good crossroad? Ooh. Not enough hills. That's got a load of bugs. I like this, but I could do with a little more cliffs. I think we can randomize it. We can. Which one looks as if it's got the most stone? This one's not bad. I think we will go for this one here. What do we think? No, this one. Let's do this one. Okay, this is our new home by the sea. We're going to increase the size of it to 50. We'll start. We'll leave it auto. I don't know what time of year it'll start. We're not going to have any ideology. So, we need somebody that's got quite the skill in farming. That would be great, but we need mining and construction still. also need to be able to defend ourselves. I could go into prepare carefully, but I was so look, are any of these any good? This guy's pretty good. Is it a guy? Yeah. Oh, 16 mining. That's insane. Plants and animals. This one's no, it's got a bad back. I don't want the game to feel too real, you know. Replicating everyday life of having a bad back. This isn't bad. Construction and mining aren't great. It's going to be hard to find something that's like a good mix of like plants, mining, construction with the ability to defend themselves. I am playing peaceful mode, so I don't necessarily need the shooting to be high. Plants, not bad. Construction's terrible. I know this is incredibly tedious. I would suggest if you are watching this as like a past broadcast to skip forward a little while, because you know what, let's just go prepare carefully after all that. Right, okay, so let's, what's a good farmy one? Add filter. Animals +3, botanist, animal caretaker, country child, cooking and animals, plants, animals, social. That's not bad. Cow farmer. Oh, let's do cow farmer. Hi, baby. How's the audio, by the way? I'm using that NVIDIA thing, and I feel like it cuts my voice out a little bit sometimes. Construction and mining we need now. Sounds okay so far. Okay, cool. Construction's 8, mining's 3, plants 8. That's not bad. I think that's probably the best we're going to get. I don't think I want them to have any abilities. What's titles? Oh, this is like religion stuff. Traits. Just make them a schizoid. Undergrounder. No, I don't think I'm going to do any of these traits. There is like... I kind of like colonists with traits when they're naturally there. I don't particularly like picking them out myself, if that makes sense. Right, let's customize the hair. They need to look like the farmer type. That's quite nice. And go for some brown hair. No beard. Head type, body type. Right, okay. Now can we do clothes? Where do we do clothes again? Yeah. Let's do outer layer first. For jackets. Courier coat. That looks kind of cool. It's a little intense, but... Where's headgear? That's headgear A. Headgear, here we go. There's gotta be some sweet cowboy hat. Ooh, that's a contender, that's for sure. Beret. Sombrero's kind of cool. We do like a sombrero. Wide hat. Let's go wide hat. Wide hat looks very cool. We're gonna have. Can we get brown? I need your impressive color skills. Let's see. How does one make brown? Never mind. I'm well on my way. We've done it. Oh, wait. Cancel. No, it gets rid of this. We needed to have the headset. Okay, that's fine. Damn it! I got rid of the coat she was wearing too. Gosh darn it. Outer. Then let's give her a workwear jacket. Add. And then we do middle. Is that good? Is that pants that I'm seeing there? What am I seeing? Button down shirt. Get rid of that. I'm gonna change her pants. Actually, her pants don't matter. Fly. Perfect. Sorry, I just exploded. Right. I did say something to you, but I figured it out. I needed like color theory. I was struggling to make brown. Hannah book. Sunshine, shine, blur. Dark orange usually. Okay. I saw one pop up a minute ago and the name was Leaf and I skipped it, but it looks really good. Flossy. No, thank you, Jaina. Sorry, I put my phone down to go wash my hands. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. Nose. Let's do... Let's change it to Leaf. Okay. I think we're set. I think we're ready to roll. Oh wait, equipment. So, I don't want to start with that much money. We're going to start with 200. Let me just change this 1 second because it kind of... Packaged survival meals will leave normal. Medicine, I'm going to crank this up a touch because components fine. Steel, that's fine. Subcar, lifter, construct. Do we care about a lifter? Yeah, I think I might give myself some wood as well. I don't know what that would be under though. Resources, raw resources. Wood. Add. I think we should go 800 wood. She doesn't have a weapon. She does have a tent. Right. What's a good farm weapon? It's got to be like some shotgun, right? Or some hunting rifle or... A war casket gravity hammer. Just like every farmer I know. Bolt action rifle, pump shotgun. I don't want your typical... I want a lever action rifle. Perfect. Right, let's get cracking. So yeah, I kind of want to take my time with decorating these posts a bit more. Sorry, not posts a bit more. Brain just turned off because I got a notification on more work Instagram. Right. I kind of want to take some time making it actually look like a farm. So does it say on Discord that I'm streaming, or is it just on like... No. No, I do not. That's fine. I don't particularly want to advertise. We're just here to chill. Okay. So let's see where we starting. Oh, she had a pistol. I don't really want her to have a pistol. Okay, so where's a good place? I think it'll just like on this road. It's gonna be huge. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna start here. It's annoying that you can't change where these Steam guys are. I think this is a good place though. We'll have a little farmhouse here. So We're gonna do a log wall with this first. Oh, I've got mods on that make it so I have to work out water for my people as well. Just realized there's not much water nearby, but that's fine. We can always pipe it from up here or whatever. Right. I'm just gonna put the gate. Oh, who you done it? Okay. Thank you. Right, okay, so this is gonna be like the farmhouse here. So let's do furniture. I think we've got extra furniture mods as well that give us like fancy furniture. Is there any like nice looking beds? Should we give her a double bed? Okay, so annoyingly, due to the size of the building, I've selected I unfortunately can't put the bed in a symmetrical location. Right, I need to not let them pick these up. Colonists need bed. That's what I'm working on. At least we're not too far. I can always set a tent up as well for now. Okay, let's speed this up. Need to get rid of all this ancient razor wire at some point. And these walls, ancient fences. It's probably bad that this monolith is like right there. I'm probably using all of my wood long before I actually let's go and peek again. Is he streaming it? You don't have to watch here if you're not interested in the old Rimworld, by the way. Don't feel obliged to. I'm literally just doing this as kind of like a chilled playthrough that I can save the VOD. So, you know. I should not have picked this floor. So I picked nicer floor because obviously they'll like the bedroom a lot more. But the issue with that is that it's taking longer to make it. Well, that's whatever. Right. We need to set a little storage area. Zone stockpile. So I was thinking about maybe making like a barn for the storage. At some point I'm going to need a refrigerator. And I'm going to need power and stuff. I just realized I also should have made this farm building over here instead. Because it's kind of slap bang in the middle, but hey. Whatever. Yep, no problem. Let's do some shelves. What did I just hear? Oh, there's a cougar nearby. Missing wood. Well, we've got wood down here. That's the problem. Okay. We're going to make a little stockpile area just here for now. This little robot will start moving stuff for us. Where did the wood go that I saw earlier? Hey, Shan. I don't remember where the wood was that was on the ground. Because it's so creepy. Buffaloes. Oh well. Oh wait, I've just realized I probably used most of the wood on making the house. Can you chop these trees real quick? And then make the shelf. There we go. How are you today? You okay? Oh, it needs one more piece of wood. God damn it. Alright, here we go. There we go. You're all flued up. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Seven Days to Die is actually a cracking game. It's really, really good. It completely nukes Lissy's old PC, but that's not the point. It's genuinely brilliant. I feel like I'd kind of like to do a 7 Days to Die playthrough again. That game really strives when you're playing with like a group of people. It's not bad solo by any means, but it's definitely like a good laugh when you're playing with others. I always wanted to make like a really big base in that game as well, but it's quite a lot of work. Oh my god, the inside of the house is almost finished finally. I don't know if I can get fireplaces. Oh. Recreation, yep. I forgot that colonists need to do stuff that's fun. Recreation. Put the old horseshoe out here. Horseshoe tossing game. Also, 7 Days to Die, without spoiling anything, can get very intense very quickly and you can lose a lot of progress. Like, it's genuinely quite scary at times. I actually have a clip on my Twitch of me playing where this random bird scared the crap out of me so much that you see my mouse just like dart sideways. And I don't tend to jump too easily either. It's got like, I don't know how to describe it. It's really good, but it definitely has quite a bit of jank. But that's fine. You know, it's like the funness of it kind of outweighs the jankiness of it. Right, we finally finished the house. So I think what I need to do is I need to get... Maybe I start growing the crops now. Let's do floors, tilled soil. Just do this much to start with. I feel like we need to start doing some loft too. But I don't think I want to build it there. We have to pick a vegetable to grow. I think I'm going to do... I want to do potatoes. Should do carrots. I don't think I've ever done carrots. Beets. I did pumpkins recently, but it takes so long for them to grow. But then once you harvest them, they're like, you get so much. Radish? No, let's just do wheat to start with. Can I just outright eat wheat? Oh, you turn it into flour. Okay, I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I don't know if I can just outright make food from that. Okay, screw it. We're going to go rice to start with. Okay, so what's next? We need power. We need a wind turbine. I think that's going to be next to the house here. Do I want two? I kind of want two, but I don't need two right now. I'm going to build a little bit off the back of the house here, which is going to be the bathroom as well. Floors, and I was just going to have standard wooden floor. I have this like ungodly urge for pizza at the moment, but because I haven't had a good pizza in potentially months, to be honest, besides the ones that I make myself. Like, I really want just a good cheesy takeaway pizza, but there just isn't anywhere around here that does good cheesy takeaway pizzas, and it's quite frustrating. Let's do, wait, research table. Right, this is the part that's a real pain in the butt, because I've got to work out where. Oh, okay, there's a lot of water. I think we just do the water pump out the... Actually, I can do it down here. Because the electric's going to come from here. I will need to get a battery set up at some point, but... So we got pump, and then we need a water tower, which I will put. I don't know. I'll put next to it. Then in the bathroom, we need a toilet, a bathtub, and should we do a sink? We should do a sink. That'll do to start with. Okay, we kind of need her to go plant some crops rather than build. We'll let our little robot do the building for now. I don't really need this mini map, or I don't need it to be as big as it is, but I don't know how to change that. Map size. Well, that was pretty simple. Right, so on these wind turbines, they don't actually turn unless you've got rid of like all of the trees around and stuff. So what I like to do recently is like pack the dirt in underneath it, so that it's just a flat ground. I don't know if I can do this whilst I'm live. Can I change the thumbnail for the stream? I think I can. Oh, I can. Options change. I don't actually have another thumbnail to use. That's the problem. Oh, never mind. I don't know. I don't understand how people that stream a lot on YouTube manage to keep up with the fact that they need to keep putting like thumbnails up. Like Twitch automatically has thumbnails due to it just taking it from your stream. Oh, I need to create an area for the sewage to come out as well. Let's do hygiene. Where's the sewage? Sewage outlet. Where's a good place for us to dump the poop? We just let's go down here. A bit close, but I don't know where's a good place to like let it go. We'll do it here. How we need this to go here, and then it also needs to go down to here. Wait, is this the one that needs power? I don't know. A group of travelers are coming through. Why do... Right, so somewhere along the way, I have downloaded a mod, which for oh my god, this is what my colonist looks like, good lord. Which has made it so, for some reason, these people are all like anime girls. And I don't recall. But then the pictures don't show them like that, look. I don't understand why it keeps happening. They're like, they've all got this like health problem. They've got eroded eyes, uncontrollable tentacles, regeneration and resurrect, which I kind of need to figure out why it does that because it's, I don't recall. Actually, can I see the mods from here? Mod options. What would it be under? Marta visitors. Well, I don't see anything on here that would imply that that would be a thing. Space pods, romance in the rim. It's nightmare core. I don't know what nightmare core is. Let me have a quick look. Tab out. Rimworld nightmare core. Not it. I genuinely don't know. What's this? Wait, this might be it. What's this? Amorphous ember. Let's have a look at that is. How's it spelled? Amorphous ember. Yeah, I think that is it. Vanilla style face. Need to restart the game. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's it. I'm not entirely sure what that ancient amorphous. Yeah, that is definitely the add-on. This mod introduces unique humanoid boss and ancient amorphous threat, accompanied by a series of events linked to its equipment. 2 original music tracks. Upon defeating the boss, you have the opportunity to recruit it. Okay, I don't know where that's come from, but hey. Yeah, like the only mod that's like some weird anime one. I'm like, I don't know where it came from. We also need to build a battery. Okay, battery packs can explode. Is it dangerous to put, it's not a good idea to put a battery inside our house. I think maybe I create like another little shed on the back of the house. What do we reckon? Battery. Okay, so this pump is getting electricity and this is filling up. Is this filling up with water? No, it's just finishing this water pump now. The good thing is I can actually, I need to bury these people. What's graves? Let's do bat. Okay, our robots are going to run out of juice in a minute as well, so I kind of need to build a recharging station at some point. Mech recharger. There's not really any good location for it, but I'll put it there for now. Can you real quickly build this before you go to sleep? Yep. Yeah. Okay, there should be water going in here now. Yes, there is. And now there should be water. There's water in the toilet. There doesn't appear to be... What's this? No water capacity. How is there no water capacity unless there's not enough getting up there? We'll just wait for now. We'll see. Right. Let's get these people buried. Can I get the lifter to do it? Oop. Oh, the lifter is going to do it. The reason I need to bury these people is because every time that my colonist walks past them, they're going to get a little depresso. Okay, we have the basics of survival. Besides food. We don't have any food yet. And we also don't have a fridge yet. So I'm thinking we do a little cutting down. I think we've still got quite a lot of packaged meals. Yeah, we do. We've got 30 packaged meals. I think what we do is we chop all of these trees here. And the plan is I'm going to build a small barn / storage area in there, which I'll have a section that's cold for food. Right, these in theory can auto repair now as well. Can we... I think the water might be cold. Wearing male attire. What's male about it? I'm not sure what... if any of these are male. But hey. Let's hunt this rabbit real quick. Oh my good lord. You know what? Leave it for now. It will bleed out. Yo! Look at these things. These are cool. They're also kind of scary. It tells me they're just gonna chomp through us. Although I do need to get rid of this cougar at some point soon as well. I don't think my robot's gonna like repair itself. Is this getting... yeah, it is getting power. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, it's going in. It's going in. It didn't do it. Right, we need to move this tent. Reinstall tent. We're going to put this tent over here. This is going to be the guest tent for now. Oh, some of my rice is already made. That's not actually a good thing because I don't have anywhere to store it effectively yet. So, right, we'll do another log wall. Let's do... this is going to be... is this too big? What kind of size do we want? Reinforced version of a glass wall. I did not know you could... oh, I've got glass walls. Interesting. Does that mean I can like put windows in my building? That's kind of cool. I don't know if it has any benefits other than to look good, but right. Oh, this thing's really annoying. Let's move it all over a touch. Walls. I like the way, because we've been playing what's the game called? Dinkum, where you have this like really nice little farm and stuff like that eventually. I like the way that as soon as I come back on Rimworld, I just do like a small farm playthrough. Typical, isn't it? Okay, so let's do temperature. I might not have enough steel. I might need to actually do a little bit of mining. What is all not? Oh boy. Okay, it is repairing itself. But then this thing needs to repair itself too, but hey. Okay, we're just gonna get a bit of steel from here. How easy was it to find the stream, Lissy? Did you just like search the YouTube channel or events by small shop mentioned you? Did they? Oh, they added us into the I don't know if they were supposed to do that. But hey. Like, I don't know if they accidentally thought that we were at that thing today as an actual exhibitor. You would have thought that today they would just be retweeting stuff like, but hey, I ain't gonna complain. Retweeting, what's the equivalent of Instagram? Resharing. Have I run out of wood already? Why is nothing being built? Oh yeah, because this thing's repairing. Right. Okay, to continue building. It's okay. We just stay quiet about it. Should I be scared that there's a manticore near us? Oh, it is technically bleeding now. So it might just eventually bleed out if we're lucky. There is going to be a lot of blood everywhere there. Oh, it got into the fight with the cougar. No, 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 no. Oh, we do not want to be harvesting the plants right now. I don't think. We don't currently have anywhere to store them. Ooh. That's okay. Because everything in here needs to be built beforehand. Let's get her to do the constructing. Yo, she just reached level 4 in mining. Because once this is built, then we're good. Ooh, I kind of hate when I build something like this and I can't make it symmetrical. Right, this is allowed foods and medicine. Manufactured medicine. These are not going to be allowed food or medicine. Foods, medicine. I can't believe that we paid for that thing today. Quite literally the last day for it. Wild men wandering. That's scary. Oh my. Right, I'm gonna have to restart the game, I think. Because they're all anime girls. Fuck's sake. Right, in fact, okay, it's gonna take a little while. but I'm going to have to get rid of that mod. Hopefully it doesn't screw it up because they're on the map, but right. What was it called? It was beginning with an A. There's some long name. It's got to be around here somewhere. I've got a mod called Who Shot My Lego. I did not see it then. Wait, I can search for it. What's it called? Amor. Amor. Okay, why don't I see that now? I am. It's like it's hiding. It's here somewhere. Romance in a room. Let me just go through them like this until we find it. Once again, I feel like if someone's watching the VOD of this rather than this stream, just zoom ahead, because this is probably going to take a little while. Like color coded mood bar. How does that look like the Gith Yankee from Baldur's Gate? It's kind of insane. Like, I feel like Rimworld is such an incredible game, but it's also like, even like vanilla Rimworld is incredible, but the amount of effort that a lot of these modders put in to make, there we go, what's this? Cinders of, this looks very anime. Let's have a look. Cinders. That's the one. That is the one. We found it. Okay, get out here. Disabled. Sorry, the amount of effort some of these modders put into this game is just outstanding. Uh-oh. We're getting spammed with Instagram posts now. Oh my god, is this what networking is called? We're doing it. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know what I would eat though. We don't necessarily have a lot of food in right now. Oh, I got my little eggs, I guess. You know, you can actually on stream, if you've got a 360 camera, you can set up 360 video. Stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. The stream is growing. Well, this is the unfortunate part about Rimworld, is that when you have to like fix something, sometimes it's like, you know. Right, Lissy, I've got a question for you. It's actually, do I gonna telepathically transport it to you, and you're gonna write a single word in chat, and we'll see if you've got it right. It's gonna be really easy to guess this one, that's probably. It's to do with food, yes. No. Don't worry, if you didn't get it right away, it's going back into the void. It was pizza. I want pizza. But it's gone. It's back in the void again now. Sorry this is taking so long, by the way, gang. Had to remove an anime mod, which I don't even know how it got in there, but it did. I was probably adding mods at one point, and I probably thought, hey, this looks quite interesting, whatever this is, and then it just destroyed everything. We had a wait, let me check. Yes, we have. Order. I was gonna say, have we ordered from Bella Pizza before? But we have. Do you know what's really bad? And I understand kind of why they do it, but it's also really not great. Um, I find on when you're looking at, yeah, we've just had a cheese pizza from there before. We've got a 12-inch cheese pizza and a 7 Up, apparently. um, looking at like menus and stuff and Facebook pages of takeaways and restaurants and whatnot, the amount of AI stuff they use, like to make um like I can't even describe what I'm looking at right now. I kind of want to show it on stream, but then it's got like address and stuff on it. I'm gonna send you. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm gonna send you it on WhatsApp. Right, we might be good now. Let me load my game. Look how wild this is. The use of AI here. Like, what even is that? Roll a 6 and get your order for free. Understand what that means. Keep. Oh, there's this Tuesday. This is from ages ago. 13th of May. Roll a 6 on their lucky dice, and you can get your order for free. Right, these people actually look normal now, which is good. They're still wild people. Question: do I try and tame one of these people? This guy's called Crink Skinner. The problem is they're a wild person as opposed to like a colonist, so they would be the treat like an animal rather than an actual person. I think. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. I am so stupid. I put these on backwards. God damn it. I've got my current refrigerators. I would, if I turn them on, it would be blasting hot air into my fridge. Just what you want. Imagine you go and get like a glass of milk out of your fridge and it's like warm. Right, I can harvest this now without feeling too bad about it. Why is there so much blood everywhere? Oh, is this manticore that's bleeding out? Well, it's not bleeding out anymore, unfortunately. Right, now I need to create another building, which is primarily for like crafting and stuff like that. I'm gonna build it next to our barn. Since we can't seem to buy any good pizzas in this area, what are we got any plans tomorrow? Let's see. Monday. I don't think we do we? Do we buy some pizza toppings and stuff and make pizzas tomorrow? I have an ungodly craving for pizza today, but I realistically, if I'm going to try and be sensible about it, right, floors. You know what? No, we're going to make the floor fancy. Are any of these good at mining? This person's not terrible. I could tame them specifically to have them just mine. This could go. Why does it say counterterrorism on him? Adulthood. He served on a counterterrorism unit. But then why is he a wild man? He's incapable of caring. What a mood. Yeah, give him some food. Like, she's like, here you go, little guy. Get some food. There's so much blood everywhere. It is insane. This is going to be my kitchen slash butcher area here. I need to, I'm tempted to move this into the fridge because these robots don't matter if they get cold. But then I don't know if it kicks out any 44% waste. Oh no, okay. I haven't had any quests pop up yet. But then I also haven't had to name my colony yet. And I've also had no get. Okay. Right, as I said, I haven't. Right, what's a good name for my faction? We're going to be international farming. Let's do farmers association. And our area is going to be called. What's a good farm name? Actually, no. You know what? We're going to call it Farmers of the Rim. That sounds really great. We're going to go with that. And then we're going to have the farm is going to be called. What was that? Sexbots Grassland. No. Andale Farms. Perfect. Okay, Vaughn has joined us. Vaughn, my guy, you are primarily going to be mining. Okay, do any kind of animals wandering? These sometimes have really good stuff in them. Like, look, there's like good medicine in that one, and then this one's got components, so I kind of need to tame those. Look at this guy's picture. It's so funny. Right, I need to make him a bed. Wait, do I just let him sleep in the tent? Yeah. You can camp out next to my main colonist's house. Does he need clothes? Needs uncovered groin. I shouldn't have my private parts hanging out. I don't know. Sometimes it just be like that. Okay, in that case, Lissy, tomorrow morning we will go do a shop and we'll get pizza toppings and we will also get the ingredients to make sauce as well. I think we've got everything to make the dough. Production, right, we need an electric stove. Then we need where's the butcher's table? My eyes, butcher's table. Yeah. Um, I keep losing track of everything here. I need to build these things at some point so I can build more mechs, but they take up so much room. I feel like I made my refrigerator a little too sizable, and I should have maybe had this smaller. I don't know. Where was she? What's she doing down here? Oh, she was gonna go tame these, wasn't she? Oops. Here we have a butcher's table. I think I might just build them inside here for now. It's not realistically the best place for them, but it's a place for them. It goes from being a kitchen to I don't know what the hell it's going to be. What can I hear? Oh, it's there. Kind of don't like when I'm playing Rimworld on stream and I will be just kind of getting on with it. And then out of nowhere, the music stops. And suddenly everything seems very quiet. Right, we need to find a nice little square table that can fit in here. I don't think I can. Is there any tables on here? There is table. Are they tables? They are tables. That is the perfect fit. But my god, is that a lot of materials for a single dining table? Well, this one's just wood. Perfect. You know why I've got this kind of like unreal need for pizza in my head right now? It's because of this morning when we were at mum and dad's house and there was like pizza on the side. And then we get to the thing today we're at and there's a pizza place. It all linked together. And now here I am struggling. Beer brewing. That would be kind of cool. I've never done beer brewing before. Yeah, we're gonna research that. I kind of like the idea of it just being like a little. What? Who's an olive farmer named Mikhail has arrived and wants to join the colony. He is willing to contribute, but will not leave voluntarily, claiming to have nowhere else to go. You can choose to turn him down, send him away. However, your colonists will be disturbed. No, hell yeah. That's so cool that we've got another farmer join us. Apparently he's staggeringly ugly. Yeah, not far off. Right, where's he gonna sleep though? I could squeeze another bed in here. Oh god, it's all getting a little too squished. Right. Plan of action. Extend. That floor took forever to make as well. We're gonna have to make a nice floor in there too. All in monolith. Yep, it's been there the whole time. People have arrived. Mikhail, welcome to the colony. Right. I think we need a cleaning robot first, because I'll be honest, it looks dreadful in here right now. I also need lights in these buildings. So apparently, in the new Rimworld DLC, you can have like you can like fish up all these different fish and whatnot, but you can also swim. Like your colonists can just take a dip in the water, and I think it said that there can be like good or bad things in the water if I'm remembering correctly, which is kind of cool. Also a little scary though. No, my luck, it'll just be like a colonist has lost its leg due to a underwater crocodile, and it's like, well. Right, clean lease room. Can we reinstall this fairly quickly? It's happening right now. Oh, the lifter bot's doing it. Can you go? Hunter lacks a suitable weapon. Yeah, I don't know if I trust this guy to be a hunter. Where's the hunting? There. Oh, he's actually got a pretty high skill in. Good. Right, our first actual quest. Genetics research. No, we don't need that. We really need this cleaner robot. My god, everything's looking disgusting. Look, this is our refrigerator room. I shouldn't really make everything out of wood, because the second that like lightning strikes, it's over. Can you go finish this thing? Because I really, really need you to build a new little robot. Builds subcar. Oh, I just thought we were about to make some waste pack. We need to put waste pack in there. Okay. Wait, I just thought, did we started with some of these things? Oh. Oops. Didn't actually need to make one. Never mind. Okay, we have a cleaner robot on the way. Life is going to be much better when we have a cleaner robot. I think what I'm going to do now as well is I'm going to add more grow zones. Right, so in this one we are going to do... We do some carrots. Let's do some carrots. We'll grow faster if green beans are cultivated in the same map. Maybe not carrots. Hey, Half. How's it going? I was so happy when you made it to the top in Peak the other day. And parsnips. Oh, onions. Let's do onions. I don't know what those little plus sign things are. I'm not encroaching on territory of streaming, by the way, just in case you're worried. I'm just doing a little Rimworld stream. I will not be. I didn't feel anything because I was so stressed trying to make it. Yeah, I could tell that Zach was very eager to get you to the top. To be fair, if you didn't make it up that time, me and Lissy were saying that we'd get you up there. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you got like a sense of happiness out of it rather than it just being a stressful experience. I'm also going to plant a little cotton because I need to make some clothes for one of my people. Cotton. This is going to be a complete waste of materials, but it's more for the aesthetic of a farm. We are going to build a fence around my plot. And then I need to also change the floors. I cannot express how excited I am for the new Rimworld DLC. I really cannot. It comes out on the 11th, so it's like 5 days from now. Yeah, it's not even just a space one. I'm more excited about it that they announced in the latest post for it. They've also announced that you can now fish in the game, and you can build like a little fishing colony. And your colonists can swim and stuff like that. And I think that's such a cozy idea of having like a single colonist who's just like a fisherman living on his own, making some money off fishing. That's what I kind of like about this game. Like right now, for example, I'm playing purely on peaceful mode, and it's purely because I want to make like a little farm where I can make money off the crops I'm growing. And I like that you can just do that in this game. Apart from the fact there's blood everywhere, but then that's not my fault. We also need to get rid of these things. What's going on with the toilet? I don't know what this icon means. Is it blocked? Oh, yes, yes it is. Can you keep animals or just crops? You can keep animals as well, yeah. So like there's animals on the map. So for example, there's a donkey here and I can tame the donkey. I was gonna say if I get, there's another donkey here, but it's dead. But if you get male, female donkey, you can then have more, like they can have babies. And the cool thing is in the new update is that animals actually have purposes. So in the new DLC, you can train cats to like comfort colonists. And they said that some animals aren't smart enough to have a purpose. So like they had alligators for an example. But what they did was they put this like injector thingy into the crocodile to make it smarter. And you could turn it into like a bodyguard. So you could even have like attack tigers and stuff like that, and it just sounds so fun. Heat stroke, is it really? Oh, it is hot outside. Problem is he's sleeping outside too. I think maybe we get him an indoor bed. I think he's earned his keep a little bit. Pet owner. This guy. Is inside hot too? Yes, we need to put a cooler. Wall mounted cooler. So I don't currently have any animals. I am planning on, well, I was planning on, I don't know if they're still in the map. I need to be careful, there's some raptors here. In the map somewhere, they had these pack animals that came in. Because they've also got mods on as well, though. We've got like a manticore here, which is very scary because that thing would absolutely obliterate us. Right, Leaf, you don't actually need to mine anymore. I tell you what you could do. Is anybody smart enough to research? Oh, she's quite intelligent. I really need this thing to be made. It's got 1.1 days left, but every single room in my building is so incredibly grubby right now. Oh no. He just got rejected. I'm not surprised. You're a naked wild man that walked in. Although maybe she's into that, you never know. Right. I don't think these other wild men are gonna leave. Like, this guy's really good at construction, but I don't think I want to have too many of them yet. Okay, this is our first guests that are trying to visit. We don't actually have any beds right now. I think I might make another little cabin down here, which is specifically for guests at some point. But then I have to do the whole bathroom for them and everything as well, so. My end goal, I say end goal, we're not actually anywhere near the end goal, so. I want to have it so all of the crops I'm making or growing, I can turn it into food and I can like sell it to the guests. I also have a mod called Tenant On, which is kind of cool, which allows you to build a small cabin and you can actually let people live in it, so they rent it from you, so you're like a landlord, which I think is really cool. So you could do like a full row of houses that people could like rent from you, and you just make a bunch of money that you can then put back into your colony. I'm kind of a bit annoyed that there's so much blood everywhere. These things look really pretty. Kind of a bit spooky by them. Landlord simulator, exactly. What's that? You want me to fix the toilet that's not working? Well, it ain't gonna happen. The only way to get rid of these like things is to just like destroy them, unfortunately. I don't know if her like shooting skill goes up doing this or not. No. Heat stroke, is that her? No, this is this guy. This guy's out here, this wild man's out here working his butt off and he just keeps getting heat stroke. There's not really a lot I can do about it right now. These walls here are rubber walls. I can't even imagine what a rubber wall would look like. Right, clean the kitchen. Somebody needs to clean it. It looks rebby. There we go. Maybe clean the fridge too, because there's blood in that. Right, we've almost got our little cleaning robot. Oh, it's done. Right, life is about to be so much easier. Like, everywhere is going to be spotless now. Look at him go, here he comes. Here he is. Clean sweeper 1. He's just sweeping everything out. Should be a mod for this game where your clean sweeper robot has a little maid outfit. How do I equip this firearm here? Oh, I know why she keeps complaining about this water. Cold water. I need to make this warmer. Hygiene. Let's have a look. Right, we need a hot water tank. And I think there's a boiler. It's a gas boiler, electric boiler. Let's do an electric one. So these things are quite dangerous, these little... I'm going to change the difficulty. So we're currently on peaceful mode. Nothing can go wrong, nothing can attack us. But I don't mind having the occasional thing. Because we're not really getting any quests either pop up. So we might potentially have other things happen now. This is where it immediately goes wrong, where someone just walks over and shoots one of my colonists. This guy has a trait where he's classified as staggeringly ugly. He's got -2 to beauty. Poor guy. I always feel bad for people that are like, how do I word this in a way that's not... I have to word this without sounding like an asshole, but I really, really do not mean it in an asshole way. Like, some people are just naturally, unfortunately, not class as what you would conventionally class as an attractive person. And some people are unfortunately born with pretty bad genetics, and I feel really bad for them, because more often than not, people are very lovely. And it must be really hard growing up. Like, that's making it sound like I think I'm the most beautiful person on the planet. That is not what I mean either. Like, I already had enough self-esteem issues. Like, you know, growing up, and I think I got fairly good genetics. I just don't like myself. But I can imagine it's really hard to like yourself when you've unfortunately been born with something like, you know. I feel like mental health is a very tricky one. Alright, let's get a Do we get another little farm robot? Yeah, let's get a little farm robot. Then we can take care of farming. I kind of hate that there's some topics to talk about that are just generally hard to talk about without you sounding like an absolute dong. Right, we just learned how to do beer brewing. I have never once in the history of me playing Rimworld ever done beer brewing. I don't even know how to do beer brewing. I also need to... Oh, here we go. Oh, that's bees. Bee brewing. I can't remember where it is. No, I agree. I think social media is just dreadful, to be honest. It's incredibly depressing, especially for like the amount of young people that are growing up in the age where social media is absolutely everything. I've also heard it's like really, really difficult for teachers to get through to young people now because they are just permanently glued to their phones. And it's kind of unfortunate. I don't know. I always go down these like little nostalgia trips where I think about like the early 90s, not early 90s, I was very young. Sorry, the 90s, late 90s and early 2000s. And it'll be like these like pictures and videos that pop up of like Christmas, early 90s and stuff like that. And I think what a wonderful time to have had a childhood, despite the fact that, you know, I didn't particularly enjoy much of young existence of my life, but like I couldn't. It's kind of sad that like a lot of people don't get to experience this, like, I don't know, the last good years of mankind, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it really. I don't think they can. I think modern day schools struggle to ban phones now because of the chance of an emergency happening. Parents would be so dead set against their child not having a phone and being able to communicate with them. It makes it really difficult. Yo, how's it going? It's almost like what I think they should do, and it's not going to be possible because it's all run by big corporate and whatnot, is like, I feel like they should allow children and young people, like teenagers and stuff, to have basic button brick mobile phones where you can text and you can call, and maybe it tells the time if you've got a nice one. And then once they reach maybe 18, then give them the option to have like a smartphone once they're out of school, let's say, because I feel like being a young child that's kind of like the very kind of like the important parts of growing up, you know. They ban the phones in your niece's school. Well, that's good. I'm kind of glad to hear that. You see, that's what I heard, that they've had a problem in taking phones off students because of like I said, parents that are worried about emergencies happening and stuff like that. I'm using so much wood here, but it's whatever. That's probably in rougher areas. Yeah, I think it's also probably quite a lot of. It's probably a lot US based as well with the mass shootings and stuff like that. Or American, yeah. Now, do we think I can just plumb these to my previous plumbed area? Or do you think that's going to be too far for the water to travel? What do you want me to find out? Oh god, it's going to be expensive. I'm going to put another. Can I? Electro pump. Let's see, is the water over here? I might just build another water well and pump. Because I'm going to need power down here anyway at some point. I don't know whether guests are going to end up having better rooms than my colonists do to start with, but it's okay because the guests are going to be making us some monies. Oh god, look how crap quality this bed is. It's got like rips and stuff in it. Oh, I need to have power going down here too. Right. Do we think that this is going to be really screwed up? But I'm going to build a second turbine here, and I'm going to move these graves to a different location because currently it's blocking my wind turbine. That's really bad, isn't it? It's just like, can you imagine that? Oh, sorry, we're going to have to dig up one of your family members and move them because we've decided that we want to build a big wind turbine instead. Right, I need to start producing some food soon though. I do actually have, do we have any food in the fridge right now? We do. I don't understand. Oh, I don't think I've got anyone set to cooking right now. Okay, everybody's a really horrendous cook. 0 skill, 0 skill, 2 skill. Why's this guy the average? This red outline, I think it means that they're like really poo at it. Now, my concerns are if he's a bad cook, he's going to poison everyone. It's time to set these beds to guest beds. You've got to pay 20 to move in. Not move in, to stay. That might be a bit too much for some people visiting. This bed will do 10 because it's poo quality. going back to the whole like school thing, I know this is really random, but I feel like it must be also kind of horrible for parents at the moment putting their kids into school knowing that the kids are going to go into a school where you've got other children that are like very technology dependent. So for example, you might have done a really good job of keeping your kids away from being like iPad kids, as they're called. But then they get to school and they're suddenly friends with, I don't know, little Geppetto, who's like Fortnite's #1 whiz. That's why I don't want kids. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why people don't want children. I still think I would like a mini family one day, but we shall see. But you can't control who's around them. Yeah, no, I understand that. It's realistically all you can do is your best, if that makes sense. And I know that sounds silly, but then, you know, is your best ever going to be enough? It's like, it must be really disheartening, for example, for you to really put your all into raising children only for it to go like horrifically wrong, or I don't know. I'm not very good at looking after myself, never mind a kid, but hey, who knows? Maybe if I get to a this light's not going into. Yeah, I remember my brother saying my brother had taken his kids to a soft play, and at the time one of his children was like maybe 2, and they were crawling around on this like little cushiony mat thing, and some other kid had this little like sit on car thing, and he just like drove it over my brother's kid, like proper like over the top of him. And then like the parent came over and just was very nonchalant about it, like it wasn't a big deal. Whereas I feel like I would have like really kind of like lost my cool. There was one time where I actually went to a soft play with my brother and his kids as well, which was quite funny, where there was one of those, you know, those cars where they, as daft as it sounds, they usually have them at like malls and supermarkets where you put a coin in and it like rocks backwards and forwards. It's like a mini fairground ride thing. There was this soft play we were at, and there was one of them at it, and my brother's kid wanted to go on it, but there was this little boy and girl on it, and the little boy absolutely refused to let my brother's kid on it. And then they both went off. This little girl and boy went off to do something different, and my brother's kid got on the car, and he was like, you know, having a nice time on it. And then they came back over and demanded that he got off, and he refused. And then the girl got on and sat on the car with him, and this like little boy was going crazy, like annoyed. And then he actually went to hit my brother's kid, but my brother's kid didn't react, which was really good. And the parent came over and just started screaming at this kid that had just tried to punch my brother's kid. And it was so satisfying seeing this kid get dragged away for being a little asshole. Right. What we're going to do here is we need to do recreation. Let's put a dartboard here, I guess. That's fun for colonists, right? A festive jukebox. Yo. It is crazy. It's like, and I understand that kids are kids, and quite often they'll just do stupid stuff because realistically they don't know any better a lot of the time, and they are still learning. But it's just, I don't know. It's so just sad to see. Like, it's like, for example, I don't really want to get too much into like, you know, my brother's side of things on stream, but we're pretty sure that his daughter's got autism. And like she's really struggling to make friends at school at the moment because of it. And it just makes me sad. It's just like there's nothing I can do about that. It's nothing to do with me, but it's just the unfortunate thing of life where kids are a little mean sometimes and they don't like different kind of people. Or yeah, I mean 15 it isn't, I wouldn't really class a 15-year-old as a kid anymore. I feel like that's like you've been a teenager for a few years. So right, my little farm is looking quite nice. We have the issue of we don't have anyone that's good at cooking food. Now, what I want to do is, when I can, going back to Rimworld rather than everyday life stuff. Maybe that's why I like Rimworld so much, because you can create this little life for your colonists that, like, you can kind of control. Where is it? Production? No. Where would it be? I saw it a few minutes ago. Vending machine. Here we go. Right, so this vending machine, I think, is primarily going to be for a vegetarian lavish meal that we're trying to make at the moment. Okay, no, it's a fine meal. That might be why we're not making any. What skill do you need for this? 6. Okay, yeah, that would explain why we haven't cooked any food yet. Because we're kind of a little too stupid. Okay, we're gonna do... Yes. Why does it require 6? That's insane. We're just gonna do simple meals for now. And I think we maybe put a few simple meals in there. That means that we're not actually even going to be using any of our vegetables for the most part. How much does it cost? How much is it to cook a fine meal? 6. Ugh, we really need to find someone that can do cooking. I didn't realize it was that bad, to be honest. At least we've got like... Actually, you know what I could do? I could, in theory, just sell the vegetables for now. I could just put some rice in there. But then it's not really like... I don't know. Look how, like, because I've got like a bunch of mods on that do different stuff. Like a lot of this stuff I've not actually touched before. But there's like animal prosthetics. So if your animal loses a leg or something, you can give it a new leg, a spine, a nose. This one you can give it a bionic animal stomach, spine, lung, liver, leg, kidney, jaw, heart, eye. And then you've got cooking expanded here. There's a whole section just for deep frying food, canning, cheese making, vegetable milk. It's just kind of, I don't know. I kind of just love the freedom of this game. You really do get like such a wide choice of ways you could play it. Okay, this guy. Okay, this is good. So this guy's going to come to our farm briefly. And he's being chased by a man-hunting angel moth larva, which is good because that thing is literally... It does not matter. It's not like... No acceptable food. Who's this? One of your people has the royal type. Oh, this guy. I don't care. I don't care about feeding him. He's going to leave literally the second he gets here anyway. Right, here it is. This is the man-hunting angel moth larva that we've got to kill. Oh, the podcast voiced as gameplay. What do you mean by that, sorry? Oh, I shot my own wall. There we go. Maybe I confused you. Yeah, no, I've never done a podcast before. I'd like to, but I don't think I'm like... I don't think I've got anything worth talking about half the time, if I'm perfectly honest. Right, let's get this guy on here. Okay, nice. My shuttle has arrived. Set pricing. You could always do a gaming podcast. I think I would need to do it with another person though. I don't think I could do it like myself. I think it's really hard to just talk. Especially, like, just, I don't know. I did actually quite a long time ago want to do one where I would invite people I knew that I played with onto it, and we would talk about games that they played when they were younger or games that got them into gaming. And like why that game was special to them, what it kind of like, how it encouraged them to get into gaming, if that makes sense. But right, we can accept this now, and we can get magical powers. Ooh. Where are they gonna go? Please go in this building. It looks so much nice. Actually, no, this building's quite nice. Who's... So this thing here gives us a thing called Psycast. And Psycasts allow you to have like... You can only describe it as like magical powers. And you can kind of pick which ones you want. Unimpressive bestowing ceremony, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Right, so here we go. There's all of these. And each one of these has like a bunch of different spells on it as well. The effect was cool though. It is. Like this one's got Flame Ball, Self-Explosion, Fire Tornado, Word of Love, Word of Joy. What's this one? This is all ice-based. Blizzard, Breathe Ice, Mind Control. This one's all blood-based, so if you've got like a vampire colonist, you could do a lot of blood-related stuff. This one's necropaths, live to defy death themselves. Night Stalker, Assassin and Shadow, Protector. This one's quite good because it's got Word of Healing on it, and Word of Healing basically like helps with wounds, and I think it's got regrow limbs as well, so eventually you can like you can regrow, like let's say for example on one of my other saves, a colonist had their nose shut off, for example, and I was going to regrow the nose for them. I quite like this one because you can get chain lightning, which is really good when you get raided, but What if I want an extra limb? Well, you can actually do genetics as well to change stuff. Or you can have mechanical limbs in this game. So for example, I could replace someone's arm and put a drill arm on it. Animal allies. That's tribals only. And then I've got this one too. This one's like all bug related, so I can summon bugs. This one's like a blasphemous hellish darkness made from equal parts madness. This is like it does like summons eyes and creatures and stuff. What's this one? Warriors of great strength. This one's like a science-based one. I don't actually know what I would want. Like, what would fit a farmer? This one's pretty good because you can extinguish fires. Protector? No. I think I might just go with this one. The Static Lord. And even if I'm not using it aggressively, the good thing about this one, I can charge up my batteries with it if I need to. Although this one's pretty good. The thing is, you can mix and match them as well, but this one, plant time skip. Let's do this one so we can grow plants quicker. Done. Probably the most boring one out of all of them, but we're gonna do it anyway. How big's the... Oh. Like... How does it work? Time skip meditation. Puts the caster into a self-inflicted coma as they earn a considerable amount of experience towards their next Psycast level. Regain full psyfocus. I don't want to put them in a coma for a day. That'd be really bad. Well. Yo, my onions have grown. I don't think it'd be a really satisfying thing in real life to just like have the opportunity to just grow your own crops and it's not miserable, like they don't keep dying. And like I have always wanted to make a pizza. I know I keep talking about pizza stream, but from scratch. And when I say from scratch, I've made pizza dough, pizza sauce before, but obviously I've never made mozzarella cheese before. Like, I think it would be really satisfying to make a pizza where I have made absolutely everything on it. But then you could argue that I didn't make the flour that went into it or the toppings, but then, yeah. Why are we not getting any guests coming to visit our colony? Oh, wait. Wait. Are any of these good at cooking? This guy's not bad. Maybe we should tame him. He's been here a while. He's good at construction as well. Shoot frenzy. That's not great. The wild man that lives with us just decided to go on a shooting frenzy. Although I don't think he's going to actually shoot. I think if he had to shoot, he would be happy about it, kind of thing. I need someone to go down here and do... Okay, she's going. She's going to go try and tame this man called Skinner. Where's he going? He's running. Oh, he's eating plants. Here you go. How about I bring you some plants and you come live with me? He refused. Oh, I need to. That's the point. I just realized the inside of this building over here is like very, very warm. Why is he choosing to sit over here when this realistically is designed for guests? I need to make a shopping area and stuff. Zone. Expand allowed area. Manage areas. Let's do. I pressed the wrong button. Where did it go? Nope. Oops. I kept pressing loads of buttons and now I clicked on the world map. I also love the fact that I can travel to every single one of these little hexagons on the world map. Oh, why is my game kind of frozen? Uh-oh. Something's gone horribly wrong here. I can still highlight stuff, but I can't do anything. Oh, there we go. Is the world map just busted? Okay, the world map is busted for some reason. I think it's because I removed a mod, which is not great. In fact, that's really bad, but we're not going to worry about it for now. I would say I would put the mod back on, but the mod was very bizarre, so... How do I... This is what I don't understand about this game. Like, if I want to transport a couple of simple meals down from the top area to here, how does one go about doing that? Like this. How do I deliver it there rather than here than in here? Do I just like get rid of simple meals in here? I don't know. Okay, this is going down into here. I think I might have accidentally busted my save by removing a mod. And when I say busted my save, you kind of need to be able to use the world map in this game. And due to me removing this mod earlier, I can't actually access the world map. But it's okay. Do I just add the anime mod back on again, do you think? It's just every time visitors came to my colony, they were like weird anime girls with tentacles whose eyes were eroded. Well, that's what I was doing. Expand allowed. Manage areas. Rename this guest. Do I want them to be able to access anywhere else? No, not really. I don't feel like many people are visiting my town here. A new recruit. Oh, thank God, we've got this guy. Oh, what I can do now is I can finally start making some clothes for them. I haven't got any room to put a workbench though. What if I moved? Why are there toxic waste packs in here? That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Toxic waste pack. You know what? I'm gonna reinstall that. Yeah. I'm gonna reinstall this. And here too. What is this? Hard chitin. And then what we're going to do is we are going to build. What did I was about to build something. I needed to build. Oh, tailoring. Electrical tailoring bench. Let's put that down here. I might just grip one of the chairs from over here rather than making another one. And it's backwards. Reinstall. There we go. Does that, maybe that's why we're not getting anyone visiting and we're not getting many quests. Right, here we go. Jump to abandon. Okay, that's really awful. Well, let's consider this like the equivalent of a D&D one-shot, I guess, then. As soon as the stream is done, this colony may also be done. Because I can't actually fix that, I don't think, without re-adding the mod. Do I just... I really don't want everybody to come over to be like creepy-ass anime girls. We'll see, we'll see. I just got like a really strong smell of like charcuterie ham come from outside. You know, like when you get these like Spanish meats or cheeses. Very peculiar. The joys of living in a town full of people is that you never know what you're gonna smell. It's usually weed. But hey, not this time. Oh no, my little constructoid bot's gonna run out of batteries. Let's get the cleaning one out there. So he was just pacing until he was back charged. Actually, it's not necessarily the worst thing on the planet that this colony is doomed, because the new update comes out in 5 days. And in 5 days I will be starting a fresh one with like a fresh set of mods and everything as well, so I think we might be okay. The thing is, just nothing's happening. Oh, never mind. Nothing's still happening. That quest, these two quests that just popped up are like nothing quests. Oh, we were gonna look into the beer making. Beer. I don't understand. Keg. Is keg with a G or a, sorry, keg with a K or a C? It's usually KG, right? Let's have a look. Beer brewing. Oh, it's not even keg in the game. Wine barrel unlocked with wine. Wine. Where wine? Wine. Oh, we need grapes for wine. I can't remember what crop goes into beer. Isn't beer like a barley or something, or a... Oh, this Rimworld music is banging. Wheat. Is it wheat? There might be. We can make wheat. Let's have a look. What is beer made from? I keep thinking beer is typically made from water, malt, grains, hops, and yeast. Hops. I think it's hops. Hop plant. Essential ingredient in beer. Perfect. Yeah, come on, guys. Use your Stardew knowledge. Me and Lissy did this little thing today when we were at this, like, it was like a event for like small salespeople. Like, where it's all homemade goods and stuff like that. And we decided both of us were going to, well, I said to Lissy we were going to do, we both get £10 and we have to buy each other something. Just as like a little fun activity to do. And both of us went over budget and we both spent like £12.50 or something like that. We both got two things rather than one as well. We got a bunch of cakes. Yahoo! Skinner has gotten food poisoning because one of our cooks is incompetent. Great. Fantastic. Also hops in IRL. Gotcha. I shall keep that in mind if I ever decide to brew beer, which is very unlikely. I've made gin before, but then I feel like gin's a bit of a cop-out. Everybody makes gin. Right, there's 2 sets of pants there, guys. You can now both find yourself, right, wear some pants. Right, are they both happier now that they've actually got their dongers away? This guy's in intense pain apparently. Oh, he's food poisoned. Yep, I get it. Right, I need to stop putting... How do I... Drop... I don't know if there is a way about what I want to do in this. So, right, I don't know if anybody knows the answer to this. If I have 2 places that I want food to go, how do I decide to split it? So, for example, I want some of the food I make to go into this vending machine so that guests can buy it from me. But I also want the food to go into my own storage so my colonists can get it for free. And I don't know how to do that without making 2 different types of food. Now the problem... Wait, no, we've actually got a good cook now, right? Oh, this guy's got 4 in cooking. That's hardly great, but hey, he'll do. Where is he? Cook. Your job now for the rest of the time is just to cook. Just to cook food. Is he the one that's sick as well? Great. Our chef's got food poisoning. I call him a chef. He's got 4 in cooking. He can probably make a mean toasty, and that's about as far as it goes. What's a merkling? Ooh, that's some good eating right there. Oh my god, we finally got some visitors coming to visit. Now, if that isn't the most exciting thing, I don't know what is. Right, can we butcher this thing? Are they actually going to stay at ours? Oh, it's just one guy, and he's really sleepy. You're actually gonna rent a room. Here he comes, look. So he comes in. He's picked his bed. Of course he picks the cheap one. Of course he does. Where's he going? He's not really allowed to be over here, I don't think. Okay. Oh, I need to select like a shopping area for them, right? So where's the guests? Here we go. So guests are allowed to shop in the guest area. They're allowed to go in the guest area. What's this? Okay, she's enjoying the dartboard. This is our first actual guest. Question is she going to buy some food? She's feeling anxious, apparently. She's got tons of food on her, though, which is kind of a bad thing. And she's gone to bed in her poo bed. I can't believe she picked the cheap bed. Actually, I can believe it, because people do be struggling. I want to see her buy food, though. I need to know that the vending machine is going to work. Although the problem is, these are going to deteriorate pretty quickly in here. I wonder if I need to make like a little fridge room. I don't know. I don't know where my colonist. So this lady's like decided to stay in my little area I've made. This colonist who has only just worn pants for the first time, and they're all really crappy. He's got a gun on his back. He's just playing darts outside of her room. Okay, she got out of bed, she ate some jerky and then went back to bed. Mood. Can I, how do I, I'm gonna untick that. Wait, colonists will not gather around this up. Okay. How do I enable this just for, I'll be back in a few. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming too much longer. I need to figure out some dinner soon. But thanks for hanging out for a bit anyway. Yeah, take care. Yeah, you too. You're really bored here. She's relaxing socially. You're really bored. You want to buy some food. She pulled out jerky out of her pocket again, and now she's going back to bed. Oh no. Yo, she's got a peg leg. That's pretty cool, right? I can't even begin to fathom. So you know how like stereotypically in movies and stuff, you get pirates with these peg legs. I cannot even begin to fathom when pirates were sailing the seven seas, how anybody could survive a medical procedure which would leave them with a peg leg without any modern medicine. I guess they just like maybe tipped loads of alcohol into it to disinfect it and just hoped for the best and then cauterized the wound, but then it's just insane. I guess infections did just take out a lot of people though in the past, didn't they? So do you think I make it so my colonists are not allowed to go into this location? No. They need to be able to go into there to clean it and stuff though. Drop food off. I don't know. Right, how long have I been streaming for? Does it actually say how long anywhere? 2 hours 20. I feel like that's a good amount of time for now. I kind of don't really. The stay was okay. They will visit again. They didn't give me any gifts though. I'm glad the stay was okay though. I don't really stream all that much anymore. And when I say I don't really stream all that much anymore, I've streamed pretty consistently for years, and then I haven't streamed in the past 3 months. But I just decided to play a bit of Rimworld. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and I may be back. I may not be back, but either way, I'm gonna end the stream here. Actually, I will be back definitely when the new DLC comes out. Let's put it that way. I'll probably do another YouTube stream. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you all had fun. I hope you enjoyed the Rimworlding and the kind of chilled out, rather than, I don't know if it was boring doing a more peaceful playthrough or not, but yeah, it's been fun for me anyway. So yeah. I just realized my microphone stopped midway through me changing that. So I was just saying, have a good evening, have a good night, and